Okay. So Boto is configured for Boto. Ansible uses Boto, that I told you previously also. Okay. So we have configured AWS credentials here by AWS configure, right? So actually we need to mention this in Boto also. Okay. How? Same, instead of AWS, use Boto and use credentials like this. And see, copy paste. This is credentials. Okay. Don't forget this one. So this configuration is must. So two things: install Boto 3, Boto core, and add this. This will fix that issue. Rest is small. No other problems. Easy to create.yml. Same thing. No. Python should give it. Python 2.7 minus version. The one detailed description is there. Boto is actually a module, not a. It's not a what you call binary. It's a Python module. So this was installed. One more query I will give to you. So list the Python modules. Okay, installed one. So how to get it done? Python. So it is there. Boto 3, Boto core. Help modules. If it is installed, it will be listing over there. Okay. Got it? Where is it? A, B, C, D. Boto core, Boto 3. Previously there was only Boto. Okay. Previously there was only Boto. So later I installed Boto 3 and Boto core using that command yum install. That's it. Correct. You have pip command. That's also fine. See, this is also fine. Santosh, this is also fine. You can list command like this, pip list. You know pip install we did, right? Pip install Ansible. Same thing, pip list. It will give you the point. Okay, see the version is given in this. Boto 3. 1.9.50. It's 1.10.82 like this. A normal photo is not taking it.
Which part will be the photo prediction?
Root dot photo. Always user dot photo. Anyone, if you are running with a user, it should be dot photo, just like dot AWS. See /root dot photo. It's a file. It's a hidden file. So no change anywhere. Easy to create. Good example. Why not? Dot photo.
For AWS, it is tilde/.aws.credentials. For Moto, it is
tilde/dot bottom. Yeah, tilde means what? I told you now. What is tilde? Not only root. If you are logged in as a root, tilde means /root. Okay. If you are logged in as Santosh, okay, then tilde means /home Santosh. Got my point? So this is the root folder directory of that user. For initializing a role, you have a command called Ansible Galaxy. Ansible Galaxy. It's very simple. You can use Ansible Galaxy anywhere. Okay. For example, if you are giving some Jetty deploy, you can use like that. It will init it. See, Jetty deploy was created successfully. So Ansible Galaxy is the command for initializing a role. Now it will create a folder called Jetty deploy. Okay. See, for all files will be there. Defaults, files, handlers, metadata, tasks, templates, if you want any testing, and was. And if you type ls star, you can find that each and every folder you will have main.yml, main.yml, main.yml. Okay. So if you want to write anything on the default side, you can write it as in main.yml for defaults. Okay. If you have any files, copy it in these files. So whenever you deploy anything in var, you need to copy all these things to these files. Metadata means is your description. Like you give your company name, author name, like that. This is your data. Means who created this particular script. You can write your own. That's a signature. That's it. Okay. It doesn't affect your YML, any other execution. It's just a metadata. Okay. And in test, there is an inventory and test.yml will be there. So you can check that test also. Test, you can check inventory. It will be localhost. Okay. And with test.yml. test.yml. And what does the test.yml do? It is just calling the roles. So this is how you call the role. So if you have multiple roles here, you can just hyphen role name. So you can create separate modules for separate actions. Not a single action actually, multiple actions. Suppose you want to take the backup of a QA project. Okay, so what all things that contains? It has to fetch from S3, copy here, then upload it to some other else, or maybe it's a MySQL problem, execute that script as a migration script and upload into some other locations. This process is there. You can consider this as a one step. Third process, you need to use that particular MySQL, connect here, just like your PHP, use it in MySQL. So, redeploying your PHP, maybe a second role. Get my point? So first one is copying that backup, taking backup. Second one, deploying. Third one, you can architect and create a new QM boxes also and replicate the same. So you will get a perf methods. So you want to implement the same code as a perf server. So perf server, you will create perf servers. How? By creating the inventory. That is what we are doing now, right now, for creating the servers, right? So you need to call like this. See what is there? Hostess is localhost. Remote user is root. It is running as a root only. Okay, even though it is remote user, it is running in localhost. And what roles we need to use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So depending upon your actions, depending upon your maybe Apache issues, MySQL problems, any other log analysis, you want to connect with all logs and do it. So you can separate the modules. If you want, that is what I told you. If you want to don't do anything on that module, if you don't want to run it, you can just comment it out. Roles will be here, no? Just comment it out. It will not run. Rest everything will be run. All my point. So that is the what is the structure of roles, and it's easy to understand also. If you want to run this test.yml, you can just run it. Main.yml. No other script is written. If you want to execute a role, your main file should be outside the role. Actually, when you define a role, that role will be a folder. It will check in that folder, go to the main.yml, pick it up and run it. Okay.
Can you open this?
Which one? Jetty deploy. CD Jetty deploy. Here, I just return some test file and some test.yml. It is just calling that particular role. That's it. Okay. So this is my Jetty role. So you can try executing Ansible -i hostess and run that role. How? Hostess. Not there. You can use hostess a point before. What is the role name? Either you create here, ask a role, or copy the test file, test.yml to a point folder. Okay. Now your Jetty deploy is a separate entity. Okay. So my Ansible script should be somewhere here. Okay. And I will call that one. How? Vi. This is my test.yml, which is calling for localhost and Jetty deploy role. So I copy pasted here, and I will call it with my Ansible playbook -i. If you want to have an inventory, you can give an inventory. Okay, inventory is localhost, hostess, and give test.yaml. So it will run that role actually. Okay. So that's it. I will give you a new example. Inventory we will change. What is that role name? Deploy test inventory. Fail to combine variables. Right? Okay, fine. What I did is default main.yml. I just added some tasks. Okay, we'll add it later and try. See, that is the reason why when you write something on default, it will try to execute. We have not explicitly mentioned the task's name. It directly goes to that particular folder and fetch it out. That you understand. Okay. This you leave it. This is why, because localhost is unreachable. Message connect to host via this one. That's fine. That's pretty fine. You know what this error is? Why this is unreachable? Why this is unreachable? Now it is okay. Why it is unreachable? See, by default, it always uses SSH for connection, Ansible. But we don't want SSH connection. It should run local. So for that local, what we have defined yesterday, we saw in our easy to create.yml, right? Easy to create.yml. Have you gone through this one? Here, host and connection is local. Hostess is local. This is hostess means that we defined in bracket. So connection should be local. It is you can define it in hostess also. Open. Yeah. Connection equal to local. This is also fine. Then it will run as local. So when I use this particular hostess, it took as local host and it played that one. It run all those. Everything is blank there, but the role played out. Now you can write some script and do it out. If you want to copy, if you want to install something in this systems, you can do that. Okay. So we have an install script. Last time we did Apache install, right? There is that apache.yml. This is apache.yml. You can copy paste and use it in. There you will use in your either default.html or YML in the role Jetty deploy default main.yml. Remove all of this and paste your own code. Okay. Now this hostess is given as web server. Okay. So we will give it for the time being. We have said local. We don't want anything else. Local connection will be already by local. And I'll see it will install Apache or not. Whether it is installed, let me check first. If not, I will remove. Okay. HTTPD. It is not installed. Okay. So what was HTTPD is the name that will install. Now we will run that same code. Where is Jetty? Create not test. What is the problem? Some error is there. Why it is not taking like this? Host has become digital, not in different sequence. Right. That's also correct. Jetty deploy. Jetty deploy. Defaults main.yml. Yeah, that's correct. Host is equal to local. Become, we don't want to specify leave it task name install. Mostly, I think so. The task should be written in task.yml. I will check that. We'll get some other example. Only different variables. Because in role, all the tasks should be defined in tasks. Okay. Yeah, right. So you have to run the command over there, not in this one. So we can create a file. This is main.yml. Let it be like that. So we can copy paste. Yeah. See, the problem is failed to combine variables. Okay, failed to combine variables. Expected some dictionary value. Gotten linked in an Ansible sequence. So Ansible sequence, what you call the role sequence. It is not correctly mentioned. Main.yml, even though it executes Ansible scripts, we are running some tasks in that one. Okay, tasks should be written in task folder. There is one folder called task, right? Defaults.yml.
Test.yml.
Yep.
We have put it as a deploy.
Yep.
Deploy.
Yep.
But it was out of the task directly.
Yes.
So it was not able to execute the combined task. Main.yml is there in task folder, right?
I'm just saying deploy.
No, all the tasks should be written in the task main.yml. But we have the separate event.yml. HTTP install.
But if you deploy module, task
No, that is different. Yep. See, I have written some task, right? The task should be written in task folder, not in default. So I just want to confirm it. I went there. See, there is task is there, no? There is one while out of it. So you should write the code here. Okay, for your tasks. So this is my code. So I will just remove the above one to DD right now, correct. So I will use this one. Instead of that, I will use local. It should work for local only. Okay. Even if it is not there, it should work. This is also not required. Instead of that, say DD. I removed everything from task because task will be taken from task folder. So no need to explicitly mention what task is there. Now in normal Ansible, what we did, we mentioned name, task, and then give the task. Here not required. You can directly run the task. Now we'll see what happens to that particular command. Yes. See. Now if you run rpm minus qa, there is rpm minus qa. It has installed distributed tools and distributed. You got my point? What I did with the change?
What I asked is,
Hmm.
we have written the YAML script.
Yes.
Test.yml.
Yep.
So if you open that test.yml, that task what just written but
No, this one, na? Jetty deploy. It's role actually. See, this test.yml is calling role. Role, this is the role. So how Ansible find this role? It will find a folder in that current location. Yes, Jetty deploy.
In fact, there is something for main.yml.
Yes.
Default main.yml.
If it should run as a task, it should be in task main.yml.
Not default.
Huh? This is role actually. If you want to, just like any Jetty or Tomcat or any other version, you will create source main and all, right? There will be web apps will be there, etc will be there, everything is there. So we just want to explicitly mention in which location they are. It will be picked up from that. That's it. Previously, what I did, we did everything in single call. Okay, that is also fine, no problem. It's a simple task. Do write in one single. Don't create roles. If there are complex tasks, many multiple tasks are there. 20 to 25 tasks are there for one system. Second system have some 12 like that. In that case, use roles. Okay, that is the reason why I told you the role is the best option to write Ansible scripts. In a company, it will not be a single file. Mostly, it won't be. It will be something extra values that we need to add. Or otherwise, if you are implementing it, it's fine. It's not. So always create with the role. Okay, call the role. That is your approach, right? And add all the tasks into task.yml. It will fetch one by one. It's not necessarily like main.yml. You can add multiple tasks also. No problem. Maybe. So this is one style of having roles. Roles means arranged actually. Everything is arranged. No need to worry. So let me remove that Apache anyway. Let it be there. No problem.
This post file, it can be created inside that folder or outside.
Host folder, no? Outside. Inside also fine, no problem. Only thing we need to mention it with -i. You can have anywhere, no problem. But mention the correct path. That's it. That is important. Okay. So this is a role. So what I did is that I found one role which is good for Jetty. So I will use that one. So you can get it from Google also, but you should understand what it is. So that is the reason why I told you. So this is one role. This is a Git actually. I just downloaded, cloned it up. So Ansible role Jetty. So there are few files are there, not like other files. Few files are only. It's not necessary that you should keep all files, but it is good. How many files are there in one role? Many files are there, no? Yeah. Default files, handlers, meta, task, everything is there. But he has only created default meta, task, and test. So if you don't want to know who is the author of this particular Ansible, you will go to meta.main.yml. So he is the person who created it. He keep the description, what company he works for, what license is there, all the stuffs. Clear? We are mentioning the platforms also. It works with Deployand, it works with EL, and Galaxy tags means this role tags. Role. Every time, whenever you check with Galaxy, Galaxy means something related to role. So it uses the role called Web and Jetty. But we have only one role. That's a tag game given to the method. Okay. Now we go to default and go to main.yml. Here some variables are defined. Jetty version : Jetty version. Jetty destination directory. You know how what Jetty does? Jetty is how to install Jetty. That is the first step. Forget about Ansible. How to do it manually in your system. Any idea? Any idea? Tomcat you installed? How? A particular folder. That's it. Same. Jetty is also fine. Same. So you download it to some other folder. Okay. Jetty itself is a self-existing or self-running Java code. Okay. Only thing is that Java should be installed. Okay. So Jetty 9.x version or greater than 9.x version should have Java 1.8 version. 1.7 version it will not use it. You will get error. Okay. That you remember. How to know this all these things? That is maybe your problem. How do you know that? I told you after greater if it is there, it will be there in a prerequisite of Jetty. Jetty itself instructions, it will be what are the prerequisites, what Java version will be used. All things will be there. That's only thing. Okay. Just like we did for PHP. So Jetty download is nothing but it's a zip package downloaded to any location. Any location. For example, user Jetty or user file anywhere. Okay, backup anywhere. So it will be Jetty.zip file, unzip it. Okay, second step, unzip the file. So we will get a Jetty folder with version, and in which we will have some files like bin will be there, etc will be there. Okay, etc. Web apps will be there, main. Okay, so whenever you have some jars, you want to deploy a jar, the jar should be copied to the apps folder. Okay, and start Jetty. Jetty start and stop will be here. Jetty.sh. Start and stop by just like Tomcat bin, you will have Catalina start and Catalina stop. Same thing we have Jetty stop and start. You can use this script, shell script. Okay, etc is the main configuration of Jetty. How Jetty works, what port Jetty should open, all the steps. Okay, so your jar and var should be pointed to here. That's for now. Okay. Not only that Jetty, we need to have some XML file in that one, web apps. We call this as context. In Tomcat also there is context. Right? What is context in Tomcat? Web context. We call it as web context. Web definition. Configure like that. When you access something, suppose maybe my app. Okay? Yeah, URL all those things. We call this as context. Same thing with Jetty also. You can use the same thing. Because Jetty is a lightweight web server which works with Java. Okay? So that is the reason why Jetty is that popular. And nowadays what they are doing is they don't install Jetty. Jetty module itself is built in with your application, jar, Spring Boot. Okay, Spring Boot with Jetty means what? When you start Java, you start Jetty and your jar will be extracted there. No need for manual deployments. So, but many cases, many applications, they have separate work deploying somewhere else. They don't bother about creating with Jetty, Spring Boot, or any other, not only Spring Boot, any other applications. For that cases, we need to have separate Jetty. Okay, so our idea is to these three steps: download it, unzip it, and copy the WAR file. At least not copying the WAR file, at least you can start it. These two steps are mandatory. That is what we are doing with this particular Ansible. Okay.
It's local, we can keep anywhere.
But
Local, we can
keep anywhere. You can install it in some default server also. I am here installing it in my local servers. Okay. Easy to instance. Any of the easy to instance. Okay. So we will see what is there in defaults.
how we have installed it. From GitHub, we have pulled Jetty.
Which one, Ansible or
Jetty.
Jetty? You need to pull from the Jetty downloads.
No. We go to Google and
Download
it, right? In my local desktop, right?
MGate or duplicate? Duplicate. That is the manual process. I'm using the same manual process into Ansible. I don't want to do it to duplicate Ansible. I don't want to run that commands. That is what I told the first question, how to do it in manually. You can download from the exact location, unzip it, and start it. Same thing we are doing here. So So there are a few processes that Jetty should be having the username and group should be Jetty. So these are variables. I set as a default variables in main.yml. Okay. So Jetty version, what version I should use? This is the version I am using. This is the directory I am copying /opt, and this is the user home directory /opt Jetty. And what is the user I am creating? Jetty and Jetty. When you create a Jetty user, it will create group also. System user. And group create equal to true and Jetty user create equal to true. These two variables this is actually variables. We will use it in our main tasks. So we'll see what is the tasks. Okay, so go to tasks. See how many tasks are there? Only one task is there. Everything is written over there. Now tell me the first one. Unarchive. So unarchive is a module for extract. Okay. Extracting unarchive. Untar. Okay, from where it is untarring? From this particular source. So this you can copy paste from Google. Google in the sense Jetty distribution. If you don't know, this is a pre-written one. If you don't know, you just go to the Jetty downloads. Jetty downloads. Same. Jetty servlet, Jetty HTTP service. So take server version. Okay. Downloads. So it is here itself. So what is the version given here? 9.4.14. You can copy paste the same version in one of the variable. If you want TZ, if you want zip, anyone you can use. All are same. So what I have used is the same thing. See if you can copy paste, for example, source file, right? Copy link address. Link address will be something similar to this one. Paste it. It is a GitHub value. HTTPS GitHub Eclipse project, and you can replace this value with Jetty version. Then also fine. Okay. Here what happens is this is a GitHub means you should git clone it. So I'm not using a git clone here. I'm using direct tar file. Okay. You can use tar file also. What version is this one? See, this is zip. Right click, copy link address, and paste it here. So repo maven.org maven2 and the distribution name is there. Jetty distribution and the distribution name will be given. Same. So this is what I used it. Okay. So I am placing it into the destination. Which destination? See, unarchive will accept two variables. What is that? Source equal to source and destination. Just like copy, just like file. Okay. Source and destination. Source is there, destination is there. Give the destination directory. This destination directory is /opt. Clear? This is defined in main.yml. Remote source equal to true, because if you are running it in a separate server, the copy must happen or the unarchive should happen there. If you don't give this, what will happen? It will download it into our local. Normally, our complete process is in local only. If you define that variable instead of host something else, it will do there. That is the reason why it is a generic code. Now we need to create group and create user. This we did previously, I suppose. Group is a module, user is a module, which creates system user, which creates system group. Okay, you need to give the name. Name is given to the group name. Yeah, Jetty. It's in main.yml. It should be present. State equal to present. System, yes, this is a system user. Okay. So this task will do that. Next. Here, by creating a user, you are mentioning that what group it should use. It will. Even if you don't specify it, it will work. Okay. Create home directory? No. Why home directory is not creating? Because our Jetty home directory is not /home. When you create a user, what will happen? It will create home folder, right? Where if you create Santosh, home Santosh. For Jetty, I don't want /home Jetty. It is /opt Jetty. So we need to change that one. That is the reason why home directory is given as Jetty user home directory. That is /opt. So it will create with that one. don't create home. Means it will not create default home directly. That's it. Shell no login. We should not log in into the user with SSH. No login. This we also defined bash type. System user, yes, this is the system user. Rest everything is okay. Yeah, this is one variable you need to know. What is the condition when? This is one loop actually. Okay, condition. When Jetty user create runs, this is one task. Jetty user create runs, what should work? This create user should work. So first we are creating group, then we are creating user. So here create group. So here also my condition is given Jetty group create. When what? Jetty group create what? We have given true. When true, correct? This is a loop and while loop. So create this one until the group is created. It's a loop, while loop.
Should define starting or end.
Sorry. Anyway you can. Anyway, see why we are anyway it's okay. When you create a user, it will create a group also. But we explicitly mentioning you can change a user group, user permissions, everything you can change. So when you create it, create with perfection. Like first create a group. Okay, so group slash it will be added in /etc group and all. Okay, Jetty name group is name. Same group should be added to my user, Jetty user. Jetty user is Jetty itself. So that should be added to that particular group. That is the reason why we are given. So Jetty group create, where this variable is defined, this is a variable. This defined is main.yml and the value is true. Okay, so while true, that is when true. So instead of using do while true, use when true. You think like that. Then we will get to catch it. Most of the cases you may not use that one. Next, create symbolic link to the distribution. Why this is required? Why symbolic link? This is also using the file module. File module, we can create file, we can delete file, we can change permission and ownership with file module. Here we are changing it into link actually. How to create a file? Instead of state, you will give directory, right? If you remove that one, you want to state equal to absent, right? Absent, right? So here, my Jetty is located at /opt Jetty, downloaded. Now my source directory is Jetty destination directory, Jetty distribution, Jetty version. This is the complete path of Jetty. I just renaming it into, I'm linking it into my /opt Jetty. Linking, because version name we are not bothered about. If you want to replace this Jetty with another version, upgrading, that is the next step. What you will do, you won't change the link, you will change the version that you delete it and connect it here. That's it. No, nothing. Yes, it's creating a shortcut. See, whenever link is always shortcut. You go to OPT. You download here. There is a Jetty distribution downloaded over here. Okay. What I will do, I will create like this. LN Jetty distribution with Jetty. What will happen? Type LL. So Jetty is connected to Jetty distribution. So whenever you type /ls Jetty, you will get all files. Instead of typing Jetty distribution, blah 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 blah. It's a very big one. We don't want to remember that. That is the reason we are linking it. Done. Okay. So go to the start tasks. So this is the only task that is given. Now what? Okay, that's it. So once this is done, your downloading and unzipping is done. Jetty is installed. So this role we can use it for Jetty installations. There are test files are there. Okay, so now go to /opt. I don't want Jetty. I can remove that one. I will install firstly. R-R of Jetty. Jetty distribution is still there. Remove that also. R-R of Jetty distribution. I removed everything. Now nothing is there in my OPT. Now what I will do, sorry. Location is /root Ansible samples. So this is my role, okay? So this is my role for Jetty. I just downloaded it.
Where you got that for the Ansible rules?
I copied from Google. You can create your own, or otherwise copied from Google. Means why I copied from means it's already available there. I don't have to write it again. That's it. Yes, every task is written down. You can get those things. That is what I told you. Whenever you are going into one company and taking an Ansible, you should understand it what it is doing. Got my point? Then there is no point in studying Ansible. You should understand that particular Ansible. Okay. Yeah. So now what we'll do? You will install Jetty. Try to install Jetty locally. So what is my host? Host is always my local host right now. If you want to run it, we can run it. First, I will not. Till now, we don't create the architecture. Okay. Once we create the architecture, we will copy this to that server. That is the next step. This is one task. Okay. So Ansible samples. I will write one test.yml, which will call that role. Okay. Or if you want the same role, you can copy from Ansible Jetty role test and test.yml is there. You can use this also. Okay. And you can call this like install jetty.yml. This is the initialization. Don't give test.yml. Give it all. And what is my role name? This is not my role name. What is the role name? This one. Ansible role Jetty. It's a folder name actually. Whenever you create a role means it's a folder name. You need to give that roles. Okay. Now we will run this with Ansible playbook -i hostess and install YAML. Gathering fetch local host. Yeah. Create group done. Create user done. Symbolic link created done. Now
we are calling outside that folder. In that role, it indicates which folder it should point.
Adding API once again.
No, we are calling this Jetty role outside that.
Yes, folder.
Role.
Yes, correct. Outside that role. Yeah.
When you are given that role in the YAML file, it will refer to the particular directory.
Yes, exactly. It will go to the directory and pick the task.
The role means it's a directory where it should point to.
Yes, that's what I'm till now telling. It's a directory only where it should point to. Okay, because that is a structured Ansible script. That is the role. Now go to OPT/OPT. You will get Jetty there. Okay, with the link. Jetty and Jetty link is there. Okay. So now your Jetty is ready. Now what? Next step. Install application. Deploy application. Yeah, anyway, we call this as a deploy application. So what? We'll take any sample. Okay. You know how to start Jetty? From this one, we can directly start /opt jetty bin and jetty.sh is there. If you type enter, it will tell you that start stop and all. It's a shell script. It's a shell script. So you can just directly start it. It will give you that application and you will get started. And it come back. Now you check which port it is listening to. Netstat -mppl 8080 will be listening. Okay. Now go to browser and check. Where is it? Go there. take this IP address. It will just give you the default Jetty page. It will give you not found. Why? Because no application has been installed in the Jetty. Okay, error not found. No context not to the server, no context on the server matched. So you should have some context. From that context should be deployed. Okay, so Jetty will provide some test context. So if we go to Jetty, there will be some demo base. In demo base, there is a web apps. Okay. So in normal Jetty, where is the web apps? /opt Jetty web apps. There is nothing will be there. Only read my file. There's a text file will be there. Nothing will be there. If you go to Jetty folder, there is bin is there, demo base, etc is there, lib is there, log is there, modules is there. Everything just like Apache and any other systems. So what we need to do, we need to take the any demo base web apps. See, resources are there, very important. What is the resources you know? When you write a Java code, you write libraries, right? Class files. Resources is nothing but no class file has been written. CD, web apps, there are n number of test vars are there. You can use anywhere. Okay, either you copy paste all or either copy that is required. Test.d. What is there in test.d? Override folder. See what this is override folder. These are all XML files. You can barely understand. Context parent, context override example. And this is one servlet. Servlet name is given. Add servlet mapping. Session creation, filter. That's enough. This is for web app. Okay, this is how you write a context normally. If you don't understand it, leave it, no problem. Understandable context I will tell you. Okay, we will take test.xml. Test.xml. This is much more understandable. This is a doc type XML. We are configuring the ID and the name is test web app. This will be org eclipse jetty web apps web context. So you can write your own context also. So set context path. What is the context path? /test. So whenever you access /test with your home folder, this should work. And you should set what is the set name equal to var. What property name equal to jetty.webapps, where it checks default jetty location dot web apps. How do understand Jetty understand this location? With that, actually, Jetty won't understand. It will give you error. It has started now, no issues, but normally it won't start because there is one variable you need to set. Whenever you type jetty.webapps, this location you got it, na? Jetty.webapps means wherever the web apps folder, Jetty default web apps location plus test.var. So it will pick that var. First is the context name. Whenever you access /test, it will work. And this is the var it should extract. It should run this var. That's it. Nothing else is there in this context. Next, what do you need to do? So everything is set name, extract var, true. Copy web directory, false, no need to copy. Default description, .jetty home, .jetty web apps. Jetty, once you define Jetty home, Jetty web apps will be easy. See where is the location of Jetty home that we will define. Jetty home, etc web default.xml. Then that is a location where you define the default location. Then Jetty web apps should be test.d override XML. Okay, clear? There is an environment variable you need to set. Echo type env. Type correct. It's not there. See how to start a war using Java. Normal case. Not Jetty, normally Java minus jar or var. Var and give the var name. It will run. Okay. For Jetty cases, it is not like that. For Jetty, I come to Jetty. Jetty, there is a jar called start.jar. Start.jar. Okay. So whenever a Jetty is started, we will stop that Jetty first. And we will try to start it manually. Okay. I stopped it. Now Jetty has been stopped. No Java process will be there. Okay. No Java process. Now I will try to run this using manually. Java minus jar start.jar. This is how you run Jetty manually. Run it. It has taken. Why it has taken? Because Java home has been defined somewhere else. There is a variable called Java home. We have defined Jetty home. Sorry, Jetty home. You have heard about Java home? You know it. Class path. Jetty home. It is not defined. Okay. In some cases, it is started over here. No idea how it started. Normally, in your case, it may give error. Like that, this is not defined. Jetty home is not defined. They will tell you. If it is not defined, where you will define? Environmental variables. Environmental variables you can set. For Jetty, you can create environment variables like /etc default Jetty also. Okay. This actually takes by, if you open that script, can you understand the shell script now with the old ideas? opt jetty bin jetty.sh. This is a shell script, right? It takes env bash. It takes base name, that will be Jetty. Configuration name, see configuration check /etc default Jetty name. Or otherwise, everything is commented. Don't see. It takes Java options, Java, Jetty home. Everything should be configured. Java system property jetty.home will be set to this value by configure.xml files. So either you can check it in configure.xml files, write the complete path of the Jetty. It will work. Okay, Jetty base, Jetty run, all are Java options. So whenever you face any problem, something is not working, it will give you that path not found, Java jar not found. It means that some environment variables is not set. That is the catch. You need to set it off. Okay. For the time being, it's okay. That's fine. Now we have installed Jetty. Now we are trying to start Jetty. We are trying to deploy one application to Jetty.
In your case, Jetty has started, but in our case, it is problem. Then we have to go to this particular Jetty home and keep the particular path.
Yeah. If you want to run it manually, you can run it manually. Go to that Jetty path and use your default Java with the jar and start.jar. This is how you run Jetty. This will run in command line. You cannot quit it. It will not go down. If you type Ctrl+C, it will quit. So how to run it in background? No hop is there. Other than that, ampersand. You can give ampersand and start with no hop. Okay. Start with no hop. It will run in background. Since Jetty is providing you with a shell script, use it. Got it? Now what? Now we are deploying some application.
right? When we start Jetty, if it is not configured, it will give us error. Right? So we need to configure Jetty once.
Jetty home. Yeah, it's simple. Actually, Jetty home configuration is using export. Export Jetty underscore home equal to, where is our Jetty? /opt Jetty. That's it. Done. That's it. Or otherwise, you can add the same thing in vi/etc default. This is how Jetty understands it. Okay. So whenever you start it, it will pick up from this file. Okay. Export will work only for this session. When you quit it, it will go off. Or otherwise, you need to add it in bash rc. We told in the previous class, right? Same here. Or otherwise, permanently, if you want to add it in /etc default Jetty. Done. Now we will try to start Jetty. I copied all the web apps from demo base web apps to the existing web apps. We'll copy. -pr demo base star to web apps. Okay. I don't have any other war options, so I copied. Now I'll try to start Jetty. This way or either this. Okay, let's start. What is the problem? Some error.
Actually, when you given that variable, so even object is from crash.
Yes, correct. So that is the reason it is picking up from that particular location. Exactly. It is picking up from that particular location. So this is wrong. This is the correct. Okay. Now it will give error. Start. So all sort of available resources, web apps, everything is available now. Now go to the location and refresh it. You will get test etc web apps. Everything will be there. Okay, web apps directory. How it is coming like this? Let me check. It's downloading, na? That's wrong. Okay. I think CD. It's okay. This is also an application which comes with default one. Oh, that is the reason why it came like this. I want only some test XMLs and wars to be in web apps. So I will copy view on demo base web apps. I want this one, start to web apps. Okay. So you have changed something on the jar, right? We have our Jetty is already started. We have now removed everything and regain again. Will this application work? It will be ambiguous. It will give the default page. Now this is a default page one. It is working, but it gave errors. These many errors. Class not found. Mock exception. So whenever you change a jar somewhere else, you need to restart Jetty. You change complete web apps, no? You redeployed it. So you need to restart Jetty. So stop and start. Stop. All thread poll stop. You can confirm with pgrep Java. Nothing is there. Now start. You should give everything started. Some error is there in that one because all controllers are not correct. Some unable to reach the module started. Mock user transaction is not there. Okay. Some mistake is not correct. Just refresh. We'll try some Jetty web app. So it's having some error. So this is how the deployment happens. We will do the same thing with Ansible. How? How? Now you tell me. How? Expression you leave it. If you have a sample working jar, we will use that one. That's also fine. Some hello world is there with you? You know how to write a hello world quickly? Leave it. So no problem. Try that. Okay. Now that is one thing. Deploy. Now we will deploy it in the server. We'll create one EC2 instance using Ansible, and we'll deploy the same thing. Install Jetty over there, and we'll deploy this war there. Then it makes sense, right? Same, easy to
What changes did you in the create?
YAML. YAML only one change. Now what are 3 you have installed? That's what error you are getting?
The same error.
Okay. So here there is mentioned something is missing. Now change with the code line. Code is to create an example. Where it has name, line number. Yes, go to 12. Yeah, plus. Space, plus 12. So instead of equal to, give colon. Above. All. Name equal to security group. Space. There should be some space after colon. Above also. Yeah, exactly. Now run it. Now we'll see what happens. So, we should get new error. This is easy to do now. Offending variables. Go ahead. I got it. Maybe you require a double quotes after. So, can you give double quotes of front and back? This is because of version change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, wherever you find that one available, you should give
For
it.
all life.
We will try that later. We will try this one first. Save it and run it again. It has accepted. Now the error is different. Now see what is the error? Local host problem. Now it's a problem with the host. What is the error? Just read it out. Fail to connect to the host via SSH. Warning: permanently added local host, and you are getting some DevOps entity file permission denied error. Okay. So using that particular easy to come, you are not able to log in. Now go to the host as file. It's trying to log in to the server using SSH. We don't want SSH login. To localhost, it is not SSH. Okay. Go to EI hosts. EI hosts. Is it easy to AWS? Instead of Ansible connection equal to SSH, give Ansible connection equal to local. Since you are running it local, right? That's it. Local. Right. Now, Ansible SSH user we can take it later. That's correct. Because you are given local action. Now run the same. Definitely. Now what is the
Unsupported parameter for EC2.
what for register supported parameters? Description should be there. You need to include description. Rest of it is there. This one. Try adding description. Same thing. Go to create file. Easy to create a file. Easy to create a file. Go to easy to group. Okay, there is two things are there, name and region is there. Below that, give one more parameter. That is, just everything is there. Basic description. Because whenever we create a easy to do, we should give a description. We can give something. A, B, C, D, group, anything. It's not, this description will come at the SD group. You can give that web server security. Web server security. Yes. Right. That's just a comment actually. Now what I mean. And let's see how it works. Now what is the save and how to that register is created. You can just omit that register. Remove it or the command. Register basic file. And just comment. So easy to group has been created. Now next step is instance launch. So group is created. Now this problem with the instance. What is the image? See, the task include an option with an undefined variable. So you have defined some variable which is not as there. Go to search for image. Search for image. Image equal to image. Okay. Now that is a variable, right? See if that image is there in your hostess file. Go to hostess file. VA hostess. Easy. VA hostess easy. Enter. Image is there. No, that AMI is there. Same. I mean, I am mistaking ID on that. Instead of AMI, it should be image. Correct? That variable is undefined as per the. Now run it again. Let's see what happens. Group is created, so it should be green only. Now what is the error? Invalid key pair. Okay, so key pair is not there. What is the available key pair over there? Go to easy to server console, AWS console. Go to key pair down key pairs. What's this from my key pairs left side? After elastic IP. So you have this key pair easy to. That is a key pair name. Dot com easy to dot com. So you give that easy to name easy to easy. Go to easy. So see what they are mentioning. They are mentioning the invalid key pair. So what key pair you have mentioned is wrong. Right now, your key pair name is EC2, not DevOps. So go to hostess file. Go to hostess file and see what you have given for key pair. That is DevOps.com, not that. Not that. That's correct. That may not be correct. Easy. Yeah. Should be easy to. It's easy. Just type easy. That. You understood this? Huh? Now. That's good. It's running from my end.
Yeah, you also
Yeah. It will launch perfectly. It will give you a green signal. You can check the console also. Go to AWS console and refresh the instances. Click on something in the issue. So you have created that instance. Whatever is there, it's not undefined variable is there. Public ID. Yeah, this is the problem. Go to easy. It will not give you any error. Easy to create or we have given some registers somewhere else which items easy to items. That's what you can do. It's not with items. That's the problem. That's okay. That's okay for now. What this does is it is waiting for SSH and it will print you the public IP. Okay. Won't affect your account. It's not. It is unable to fetch that public IP. Like yesterday I told you, if you register with some name, it should assign that value. You are registering here. You are registering here. So if you are using the same EC2 which is over here, it's not actually paying. Either you can try with quotations and that variable types. Public IP. Not here. Ah, yeah, right. That's it.
But it is already launched.
It will launch because this instruction is correct. It's
Okay,
failing.
now SSH.
Yeah, that's okay. You can SSH also. Only thing is that it didn't give you the public key. It will wait for that. Now instance launch will happen. After that, your second it will come. That Ansible is not working. Now again it will launch. Instance. Same security. Now what is it? Yeah. So it is not actually picking up the public key. Okay, that will fix it. So it's not an error. It's actually a warning only. Just refresh right side above. Click on block. It has created. It will create. Only thing is that it is not able to fetch the public API from backend. Okay. What instruction you have given to AWS API is that.
We have given the USS 2, right? So it will create 2 8
Either it will take anyone. That is random. If you want to specifically give, you will give the region as 2A. So this is how you create a instance using Ansible. I will also run Ansible playbook -n. Is it to -create or whatever? You got the point why we have given local connection? Because Ansible works locally to create the launched. Wait for SSH to come. See, it will give like this actually. Once you give that public IP, it will give you what public IP it is, what private IP it is, what is the UID, everything will be this.
Can you open your create?
Yeah. EC2 group, EC2 description. I remove this register because that is creating problem. Same we had it. Launch is working fine. Here we got the problem. Here I given like wait items like this.
I think I will give the
Here given it, but give it as a variable. I think that is the problem. Nothing else. Okay, better remove the instances one if you are not using. Okay, discharge it. So if I refresh, it will create one key. Yes, it has created. Security group for web servers. So this is the description I gave. In your case, it will be coming like what? The web server description. You can remove this, delete. Oh, it is still associated. Terminated. I can terminate it. see one more execution I did. This is auto adding the web server ID, public ID, to Postgres file. So I created an instance, new instances. What is the public IP? This is the public IP, and what this is a private IP, right? Okay. So if you check the Postgres file, I can check the after web server that public IP has been added. So how to do that? Easy to same thing I explained yesterday. This is because of inline module. Inline module, line in file. What this module does, we need to give the destination and what we are extracting from that instances, item.public IP, and insert after web server the public IP, and it should be the registered variables. So this will be in row column. Okay. Yeah. Does it go? Awesome. Okay. That's nice. Yeah. This is mandatory. It was not mandatory in old Ansible. It is mandatory now in new Ansible. So make a habit like that. Whenever you define a variable, give it source and curly bracket is necessary anyway, because that is change your okay, your console is waiting for a switch to come. Refresh. Still it didn't come. Still waiting. Once that is done, check status is running. Okay. Once that comes to working, initialize.
There was only two, right? So two got created.
This is just that's the refresh and check. SSH is not coming for that. Because of overloading, you can remove the previous one. It is required only just
This thing.
this thing. Yeah. Which one is not required?
You can have 5 instances. 5 instances.
I'm not sure. For free version, I'm not sure. This script I will load it in the shared folder. Okay, you can try this. This is the inline function. Whenever you want to dynamically add your what you call IP addresses into your host file or any other file where you want dynamic action, use this one, line in file. Line in file is not only for, line in file is the module. So once you run the line in file, you need to give the destination and you need to give what. This is just like our set and awk. Finding and replacing and finding and adding it. It didn't come up? No, it's a problem with easy to console. It's a problem with easy.
I got a message.
Huh?
I got a message like system is going down for power of 100K.
You remove your existing server and do server.
Why doesn't it refresh? Newly created one.
Okay, fine. None problem. What is it? It is giving power off. So maybe restarting the servers. If the data login directly. So that's server. Check that server. July 18. What is your IP? 18 191 to 1991. Is there check it? 190. Check the second one. I think you have deleted what you have. You have to reinstall your Ansible, you have to reinstall your board. Better always name your working. That is the reason why when you removed it, you got you logged out from that message. Happens.
No, after remember everything.
Huh?
After remember all these things.
Outer?
After remember everything.
Oh, okay.
Lot of things.
It came like this.
That's right now. That means it is filled with something. And it will give you one message. Timeout and waiting for it. So you try to log in using 22. It didn't found and it closed off. No problem. That is the reason.
So even if this error comes, also I can do this next one.
You should be able to. Because that doesn't depends on the server working. Because your Ansible is outside, you're just giving your API calls. Now go to your console. Refresh it. It's running now. It is running because there is a timeout limit to 22 from your Ansible server to that server. Okay, that's the reason. I think that we okay, now you can log in. Backend also you can log in. So try that inline function. Inline function you have to use this one. Line in file. Local action line in file. You understand this one? I will upload this file to our shared folder. Okay. So this is an automated way for creating the instances. So this should be your first step, creating the instance. After that, installing Jetty to that server. Now shall we install this Jetty to that server? How? We have role is there. Now we will change our hostess file. Instead of local, not here. Now my web server is ready here. Okay. Now web server is ready here with new one. And check my easy to user as well as my DevOps. It should be there in my local. So logging in. Easy to use. Now the Ansible connection must be SSH. It's better to use a different hostess, but I'm adding it in same. So SSH. Now do the role. Vi install jetty.yml. What is the hostess? Instead of all, give web server. So what does it do? It will do it in that web server. We'll try this. Okay. Now we have created. An instance. Now you will install the Jetty. So Ansible playbook -i hostess and install Jetty.yml. Yes, it taken that one. Okay. Why that's the problem? We got permission error. Okay. What is the permission? Cannot open file. Gtar, tar, and tar is not there. Okay. So extra step is there. You should install tar also. You got.
How can you identify?
No. You can identify. No problem. I will let you know. Even though it is very big, don't be scared. Okay. Error maybe 1 or 2. Okay. Okay, this is one drawback of Ansible. When you get it's very long. So failed, changed, OPT extract results. What is the problem? You are trying to extract this one. tar.gz file. Error. You got, is this using gtar? Okay, gzip tar. So distribution cannot make directory. First error. Why make directory? /opt Jetty should create. We are trying to log in using easy to user, and it is trying to create something in root location. It is not working. What is the first step? You need to fix that one. Okay, rest we will do. Next is cannot make directory, no such file or directory distribution. Everything is cannot make this, no such file directory, no such file directory, permission denied. So this is the error. Overall error is this one. So first fix the permission error. How to fix the permission error? Don't go to the server and fix it. We'll fix it from here. What is the permission error? It was trying to log into easy to user. That is correct, no? I have not given become equal to true. It should be there somewhere right here in the Ansible. Where is our install? That is a change you need to make in your code, even though it is generic. YM. Post is equal to web server, become equal to true. Okay? Become yes or true. Yes. Now we will try the same command again. Other facts, anarchy, working. See? Done. So even though the error is very big, understand what is there. Fix is very simple. Clear? Just understand it. These are all very simple. Now go to that server if you can check it. It will be created. Now we are not going to now we'll deploy the applications. Now for deploying the applications, what we need to do, those jar and var files should be there in our servers. So I will take my jar file. I create here. I have one copy for script already with me. I can use that one, or otherwise we can write once again. Copy file. For deploying, copy file is the what is it? This is git pull file copy. This will do. One more. Now, how to start Jetty there? Normally, how to start a service? You will just use this one. Restart service and give this one. But in our case, the service is not there in service. So we need to make it a service. How to make it a service?
So we need to make Jetty
As a service. /opt jetty bin jetty.sh will give you an output like start and stop. Okay. In the same server, we'll give an example. This is my local server, right? In this one, I have installed Jetty. So here, if you type service Jetty stop, it will not unrecognized command, right? But if you use opt jetty bin jetty.sh stop, it will stop, right? So thing is that this is one service script. If this script should be recognized by service. So in a Linux system, there is a location called /etc init.d. If all the running files, your script is there in this one, it will recognize as a script service. Okay, so we will copy /opt jetty bin jetty.sh to /etc init.d and with the name Jetty. I copied. Now use service Jetty stop. Smaller, okay? But it recognized. Now we are not getting an error like service unrecognized. Now if you start, you start. Okay, na? Okay, it has given some error. No problem. When it has started, you can stop also. Stop. It's because of war that is giving some error. That is different issue for troubleshooting, and it comes to the DevOps person only to troubleshoot. Since you know what the problem or exception, you can fix it. Clear? Okay. Now you do this in Ansible. What I did, I just copied the file to init folder. So do the same thing in Ansible. So whenever you install that one, you do that also. So how to do that? Take install jetty.yml. This is role only. We don't write here. We write it in the task file. Role Ansible role tasks main.yml. Okay, we'll go down. We'll create a new task. We'll give a name. What is the name? Make Jetty as a service. Okay, right? How to make a service? It's a copy, right? So we can use copy. Copy will be having two variables, source and destination. Source equal to there is a distribution, right? This is OPT, but we need home directory. It's already there, a variable defined somewhere else. Yeah, Jetty home directory is there. We will use it directly. No need to do it because it will be a general script. Okay. /bin /jetty.sh and destination dest equal to /etc that you need to give /etc init.d and give Jetty. Okay, not only this one, but this will try to copy from not from this location. It will search for our in local. The copy should be remote. I told you that time, right? Copy two to three copies are there. Local to remote, remote to remote, and remote to local. So we need to give remote copy is equal to true, right? Remote copy equal to true. Is that the variable? I don't sure. Remote equal to yes. Remote, I think remote source should be there. Equal to yes, right? Okay, we will make this one. We'll run the same script. Error. What is error? Remote source. This is the problem. So even if you get error, don't worry, you can write it then and there. Also make sure that it should be 755 executable. You can write that also. Mode equal to 755 because the init script should be executable. Even though Jetty bin is executable, we are damn sure, but make it sure once again. Okay. Now run again. It should work as it is. Changed. Now if you go to that server, ssh-i devops.m easy to -user this one. sudo minus, and if you type service Jetty status, Jetty home not set. See, so this is also one problem. Jetty home should be set. How to set? We have given /etc default. So /etc default file should be copied to this location. So that is another one. So I will copy that. Okay. /etc install jetty.yml. Should be task. Go down. Okay, one more thing. Set Java home. You can use copy. Where is the location? src equal to /etc default. Is this there? If it is not there, it should be files. Okay. If you're working in roles, it should be in files location. We'll see if this works or not. Default Jetty. And destination it should be /etc. Sorry. Default Jetty. Okay, nothing to change. We'll see it again. Now log into the server. Java is not there. So you got my point. So before doing anything, you should pre-plan it. What all things need to be installed. So that should be come under our default page. Okay. Anyway, we'll deploy it. How to install Java? How to install Java? No, leave it. That's okay. Now we can use the deployment step. Copy this war to the web apps, the context and war. So that web context should be there with our files. You can have these files directly, or you can copy from other one. So cp-pr/opt jetty web apps. I will use test.war or test.star here. Okay, not here. MB test, two files are there. Test.star to files. CD files. So we'll remove all those extra steps. Retry. So this is text context that won't change, and test.d let it be there. Okay. One more thing. One more thing you have to understand: the complete resources, Jetty files should have a username and password should be group should be Jetty. Your war file, your etc file, bin file, everything that is there in the /opt, everything should be with Jetty user and Jetty group. Remember. Okay, now we will copy this test to the other one. Same installation file. UI. This is the biggest one. Docker, we need to do in backend. No, you have DUI, but we won't offer UI. Do it from backend. Console only. This module. Practice. This needs lots of practice. Okay, so two things I have copied: test.war and test.war. One more thing we can do. One more thing we need to do, which is that module for installation. This is a module for installation. Package M is the package, no? M is the module. Yeah, M is the module. We'll use this one for Java also. Let me check if Java works with that. Install Java. Sorry. wind up after this one. Open GDK, yes. Okay, so that is the case. So whenever you install it, where is our file? Install Java also, then start Jetty. Yep, last. You need to install Java. You can install Java later also, but better always use install Java somewhere here. Okay. Java. We'll use yum command. Copy paste it. Only change the OpenJDK value. Okay. Okay. So name is OpenJDK. Like this. 1.8. Okay. Your Jetty is a bigger value. So 1.8 should be there. Otherwise, it will install 1.7 by default. Now it makes sense. Now, after all this copying, you need to start Jetty. So that is the last step. Name, start Jetty. No need to install every time. Here I'm doing it in one. Okay, you can separate it for one time. Okay, how to start? Service name equal to Jetty, state equal to restarted. Right? Not coming. Spelling correct? Restarted. Okay. Slow. It is a bit slow. Very slow. So you have installed Jetty. You have installed Java. After that, artifacts have been copied. Your deployment. This will take a bit time. Let it take. You are done. Copy artifacts. Some error. What is that error? System is managed by system D. Unable to start a service Jetty. Not a problem. Not a problem. It's because of service problem. Okay. Some error is there while starting Jetty. It is not worked. So log into the server. There is SSH and see what is the problem. Because whenever you run test a POC, you need to run it with like this. You log into server. What's the error problems? Then make it generate. service Jetty status. So it is there. So Jetty has been correctly ran. Okay, not running. It has given complete status because of default start. You may be getting error. That's the reason why this error is. That's the reason why it is not starting. Next start minus MTPL. If it is running, it will give you 8080. You can have that IP address launched. Web server. Control 8080. It will not work because of firewall. What all things we have added? Edit firewall. Only 80 has added. Okay. 80, 22, and 443 is our rule. This rule you need to add it in our Ansible itself. I'm not for the time being. I'm doing here. Where is TCP? All TCP. Now all TCP will come. Custom TCP rule only 8080 should open for all. Save. Now go to this one. Refresh. Sorry. Yeah, it came. So it, okay. Test is there. You can try test, but it will not work because that war is having some issues. So this is how you deploy. Deployment of a Java application. Okay. Next class we will take Jenkins. I thought of taking Jenkins today. Jenkins is a build option. Building it's a building server. Build server what? Build server means you can create your application build using Gradle, Maven, Node.js. What all things your platform you are using for your compilation and building. You're creating the target, no? Your war or jar or whatever. This makes that. Okay? Because Jenkins works with a plugin. Okay, so it has a plugin for Gradle, plugin for Maven, plugin for Node.js and all. So what it does, it has whenever you compile it, it shows how to compile. Whenever you type MVN package, what happens? It will do blah blah blah, blah things. So that will be shown by our Jenkins. It will do by itself. And is also. Okay, that I will show you how to install plugins in Ansible. Ansible itself is a Java package, so better always to install it in a separate server. Okay, for time being, I will install in my same box itself where I am installing Ansible. I will install there. So what I will do, I will create the jar file from my Ansible, a Pakka working jar, and use that jar, and this Jenkins itself will call that Ansible. Okay, so that this jar will be uploaded to the respective server. So one-click process, it will do everything. Clear? We already set everything in by our Ansible now. Now only things left is with the Ansible. So Ansible is a very good tool. You can automate anything. It's used for continuous integration and continuous deployment. Okay, continuous integration means whenever you assign new configurations, new changes to your product, it will trigger build again by automatically. So whenever it's checking something to a code, at the same time it will build it. Okay, if there are 100 commits are coming, we can define that also. After 100 commits, build it.
When the 100 commit comes, something will run as Jenkins.
Jenkins
will internally will call
auto trigger. Yeah, it will auto trigger it because it has connection to Git, I suppose. Git is your repository. So whenever there is a check-in to Git, either branch or master, whatever, whichever you define, So whenever there is a check-in, new check-in to that means there's a patta check-in to your branch. Jenkins will automatically check that check-in, build it out itself. You need not to build again. And we will build that complete the code is there. Jenkins, there's a build number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that build number will be deployed to the respective servers. That we need to make sure. For that, we need to write the small shell script, which will call the Ansible script, and this build number will be passed to that Ansible, and from that Ansible, it will understand that this is the jar file, pick it from my Ansible location, put it to the server. Okay, this many cycle. So it comes everything. Till now, we have done almost 90% of deployment, except continuous integration. Continuous integration will be done by Ansible. And this can be called as continuous deployment also. Continuous deployment is the sense it's not only with the application upgradation, but also the system upgrade itself. System Java upgrade, everything can be done from Jenkins. So Jenkins connection to the server is possible via key or via user password. That is possible. You can no need for you can omit Ansible also here for deploying artifacts to a server, single server, not a complete server. But a single 2 servers we can do that. But if you have multiple servers, take a help of Ansible. Ansible will do it. We can do it. Okay. Okay.
So continuous integration, continuous deployment is it includes all these.
Everything.
Jenkins,
All steps. The main thing is our Git. So whenever something change on the Git means it automatically upgrades everything. Complete systems. Bring down the server, new artifacts building, restart it after that. But that restarting, coming, pulling everything will be done by Ansible. Jenkins only built the jar file. This jar file will be understood by the Ansible. Give the location. It will pick and deploy it in 100 servers. That is Ansible. Okay. So do one thing as an assignment like that. We have created Ansible EC2 with so Ansible EC2, right? Say similarly, create one LB. Load balancer using Ansible. Connect to EC2 instances. So how to create? You create 2 instances. First step. Second, you create LB. Third task is to connect between these 2.
So
EC2 instances. After that, you use
we have to give count as 2. That's it, right?
For creating instances, count equal to 2. That's fine.
Task is the LB.
LB task is the next step. Next, third step, you can use the deployment script. PHP deployment is also fine, or Java deployment is also fine. You can run it on both servers. It will work. No need to rewrite anything. Few modifications on the tasks that you need to understand. Take it as an assignment, get it next week. Try if you can do that. Very simple, nothing much. Because LB, the description, so go to the Ansible documentation for ELB creation, easy to do, just modify it in your current script or create a separate script. Take it as an assignment. Jenkins Docker should complete with 2 classes. Should complete with 2 classes. Docker. Saturday, Sunday.
So once we create EC2 instance, we have to use that inline function, right, to write that to web server. Then
that you can use. That should come there, public IP. Or you can directly use it in script. If you don't want to do that as a script, you do separate it. Okay. And also find if how you can call another YAML file to my file. So that what you can do, you can install everything with the, you can create EC2 instance. It will update the host file. Third, it's for installations only. It will pick from this file. So use
separate files.
don't run it separately. Run it once, but check it how they are included. Okay, I didn't mention that one.
like how we script and how we.
Yes. Just like we include different multiple modules in any other scripts, same thing in Ansible. How you do? Please you do try. Okay, if you have time. I didn't forget actually. I was checking. I called that my friend, so he was also a bit busy. That's why I will get it today or tomorrow mostly. Okay, we'll stop it. We took for a long time. So next week and another week that we'll complete it. Next
2 weekends.
Next 2 weekends we'll complete this one.
We need 1 more weekend for our clarification.
Yes. So total 3 weekends, right now. So when it will complete? 16. That was what is said, right? That's fine. So you can send me the questions what you have prepared. Okay, I will go through that.
Even after class finishes, if you have any doubt,
you can call me, no problem.
So every Saturday, Sunday you will be here.
I will be here.
Yeah.
Come and clarify, no problem. Come and clarify. If you possible, if not, you can call and clarify also, no problem. I will give you my number. Or you can just mail it in separate WhatsApp. Anyway, you have my WhatsApp number. WhatsApp is there, one number is there, or mail is also fine.
See, yesterday we started doing all those things. For example, using Ansible, we try to pull something from Git and deploy it to one server. That is one scenario.
One scenario, yes.
And next scenario is what we did is using Ansible we try to install Jetty in a instance, then install Java and run one application. That is one scenario.
One scenario.
So when it comes to interview thing, what they will ask, it's not theory, it's all practical.
It's all practical. It's all practical.
What they might ask.
Directly you can ask.
They're not ready to write.
No, they don't. They don't ask you to write.
Remembering this.
Nobody will ask you to write Ansible scripts. So we can give only the logical idea. What I give you, this step, this step, this step. Okay, I told you, no. For first step, installation steps, you have that service and all. This module is used for that step. Second step.
So they will ask you about modules.
Mostly
Modules, roles.
Modules, roles, and all those they can ask. Theoretical questions are not done. Rest everything is like what practical things you did it for Ansible, your on-job work. That is what we doing. So you can tell them you have automated.
Explain them whatever we did.
Yes.
But they won't ask.
They won't. Nobody will ask because that's a time-consuming thing. One thing. Yes. So whenever you ask to write, somebody asks you. Suppose by chance they ask you to write Ansible script. So you tell that. Even though it's a big script, normally it won't come with the 2 to 3 lines. It will be more than 10 lines or 20 lines. Okay, so practically I cannot write complete things, but I can give you an idea like that. What all things need to be included? What all modules can be included? At least if you can explain that well enough, that makes him understand that you know something on Ansible. Got my point? That's enough. That's enough. You give the steps. You always remember the steps. At least you can remember the steps now. Steps and what required modules you require. If that you know that means your framework is ready. That is the only thing they want. If they have an idea, means they feel.
They ask us to write.
Hey, write no possible. If I can also not write that. Okay, no problem. It's not possible. Nobody will ask it. Even if you that somebody will ask steps only. You can tell me what steps you follow to automate this one. They will give you one scenario. Like this, they will give you one scenario. They will tell you, so suppose I want to automate that one deployment, one auto deployment. 2 things I need to do. One thing I need to fetch one SQL. Fetch means one backup server is there for my MySQL. Restore it, and using that MySQL, my application should run it. Deploy my application and use that one. Connect to that one. Okay. So here many things are there. How to connect to that connection string and all the stuff comes in. Don't bother about that. What connection strings are there? Okay. Your idea should be like that. So we have mainly 2 steps here. So just seeing into questions, you will understand that 2 steps are there. One is for restoring. Second is for deploying. This is the things. So first one you tell that mainly the 2 steps are there. What are the steps? First we need to take the registration process. Okay, and next is the deployment process. So before proceeding with any deployments, your services should be stopped. Okay, or it should be in maintenance. So you need to tell that. So we will set a maintenance page first. After that we will go for a registration for the DB. After that, our artifacts will pull in from some other location, your build, or you can tell that we can pull it from our Jenkins if it is available, or any other location we are available using Ansible with this copy or whatever modules. We will deploy to the respective servers and start it. These are the steps we need to normally want it. Once this is done, your system should work fine. Only give this overall idea. Okay, you need not to give that this mode, column, rotation, nothing. Don't give explanation like that. Okay, they will simply throw you away. They will say, what is this? Yes, what they call just practiced and just matter. Don't give it. Give an overview completely with clear. These sort of questions they ask. They will ask scenarios mostly. So architectural idea should be there. That is what I told you in the first class. Should be what are modules we are using. We should have that application wise, because different applications have different type of ideas. They won't be similar. Installations, configurations, all can be done. Okay. And yesterday I told you like that you have created a POC, complete automation of AWS, starting from creation of servers. Installation, basic modules of installation. So what are things you have installed in that one? Java, Jetty, this default configurations. That all things you can tell. If you have used Jetty, means what? Jetty configuration you can tell. Normally what configuration is installation Java should be there. Default settings is there. Jetty should be there. And it should be made as a service because it is not by default available. So we should be made as a service. That is one part we have did for creation and default settings. After that, we did a deployment. We have a build at Jenkins. It's already there, which is compiled using any other projects. You can take Maven, Ant, or whatever. So we will use that artifacts, and again we are calling another Ansible script to deploy it into the different servers. So we have some 10 servers are there for QA or dev or testing, whatever you tell, and we have deployed it using that. That's it. We have automated that one completely. Within one click process also you can tell we have calling one Jenkins script or any other shell script also is fine. Shell script which does all these 3, 4 things. Fine. Clear. Explanation is very much important. How to explain? So if you don't remember which module, leave it. So you can tell that there are some modules.
The process should be
proper. That's how do you approach a any problem? That is they look for. Okay, so tell it in confidence. If you forgot your module also, tell that since Ansible is working as a Python module, so there will be some other modules that will be available for doing this one. So since I don't remember which module is directly used, but we can do that. I can get this done while referring the documentations. Okay, normally I used to, it can tell like that. Normally I used to refer the documentation and do my project. Ansible documentation. You can directly tell that. That doesn't. So nobody can learn everything. All the modules you can remember. So you should have to check and refer it. That's it. Flow process, architectural idea. That's all things you need to have an idea. That's it. Okay.